Okay, I'm just gonna wait a second to make sure this works because this is the third time now trying to go live. I couldn't go live last night. It didn't let me. I don't know what is going on, but it seems to be okay right now. So let's keep our fingers crossed. So I've been kind of on the fence about doing this live because I didn't know how I wanted to word things. You know, I'm kind of one of those people that I like to have notes because you guys know that I have like the worst shiny object syndrome ever. And so a lot of times you guys will see me looking down because I'm making sure that I'm staying on point. This is kind of one of those things where I don't have notes because I just don't, I just kind of wanted to wing it. And I'm sorry, my cat is so loud, so I hope you guys can hear me. So I'm just going to kind of jump into why I'm doing this. And I don't even know where to start. I think I just want to talk. And you guys don't need to interact with me. Just kind of want to put my thoughts out there because I really feel like somebody needs to hear this, that this is going to help somebody. You know, I get messages all the time from people that are just, you know, thanking me for my positivity, my motivation. And it's so appreciated. Like, you guys have no idea, like, how much it inspires me with that feedback. But I feel like I need to talk about this because I just need to put it out there. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going to go with this, so I hope you guys can hang with me for a little bit while I get the words. First of all, I just want to say that it's okay not to be okay. I'm going to try not to get emotional. It's okay not to be okay. A lot of you don't know that I deal with really bad anxiety. I've had it for years. Some years it's better than others. The past month, it's been bad. Bad. Like I can't even put into words like how difficult it's been. But I want you guys to know that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. To not be, you know, if you're in this industry with me, guys, you know that it's like every day it's all about mindset, right? I talk about that all the time. I love to motivate you guys. I like to make sure that everybody is just on point where they need to be. You know, I believe in law of attraction. But today has just been another weird day for me. And I'm like, this is it. Like, I need to talk about this because so many people are in this situation. They've been here before and they want to be so strong. And I'm telling you, it's okay to just surrender some days and not be okay, because today has been one of those days where my anxiety is just through the roof and I can't tell you what I'm worried about. Okay. And anybody who has anxiety, who's ever dealt with it, knows exactly what I mean, that there is a weird weight on your shoulders that you can't explain. If somebody were to ask me right now, what are you worried about? I could probably tell you 10 things I'm worried about, but they're so small. It's things that I'm not even going to remember in a week and 6 months and a year. But that's how anxiety works. You worry about things that aren't even there, things that aren't a big deal. And I've dealt with this for years. But the reason I want to talk about this, because I actually just talked to my mom for an hour and a half, and sorry, Mom, I don't know if you're on here, but gosh, she just listened to me, not even vent, but just go on and on and on about things, and I feel better. And so then I sit down on the couch and I open Facebook, and I'm not going to call you out, but if you know who you are and watching, she just did a live an hour ago talking about how she's just having a bad day, and she was just clearly, you know, crying, and nobody even stopped to ask her, are you okay? And it was noticeable, she was having a bad day. And I didn't even finish her live. I started tearing up, and I thought, that's it, I need to get on here and talk about this, because like I said, somebody needs to hear this. But I want people to know that this is what anxiety looks like, this right here. I am an average person. I have good days, I have bad days. I always try to keep my head up. When you guys see me on here at night motivating you and talking about mindset and things like that, I just want you guys to know that those days are my worst days, where I've been on the couch all day, scared, worried, anxious, obsessing about things that don't even exist, That's me. That's what I deal with. But I personally, my coping skill is motivating other people to rise. That is where I'm at. That is how I cope with this. And I just need to tell you guys that it is okay to have those bad days. It is okay to be like, the world is against me. And it's, you know, anxiety is not having a bad day. It's not being sad. It's not depression, because I've had that too. It's not any of those things. Anxiety is just worrying constantly, worrying about, you know, things that the average person isn't concerned about because it's not a big deal. It's the smallest of things, just like ruining your day. And again, it's not putting you in a bad mood. It's not, you know, because I was out, you know, running errands today and had things to deal with and take care of today. And, you know, I'm not having a bad day, but it's like in the back of my mind, I always have like a worry about something, if that makes sense. And again, anybody who has anxiety knows exactly what I mean. Those of you who are listening that don't deal with it, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm probably speaking a foreign language to you. But the thing is that when you have anxiety, people don't check on you because they don't know it. Because it's not like it's something that you hide, you're not ashamed of it, but it's just something that you're dealing with inside where you're like, something isn't right. Like, you know, why am I, like, for instance, I'll just kind of throw out a couple things. I mean, it's like going to the store, okay, and you're parking somewhere and you get in the store and you're like, where did I park? Like, and I know some people are concerned about that, but it's one of those things where you're obsessing about through the entire store. Like, oh my gosh, I hope I go out the right door. I hope I can find my car. Is it a big deal? Not really. It's when you leave your house and you go 5 minutes down the road and you turn around and come back because you're like, I didn't close my garage door. It's getting to work and wondering if you turned off your coffee pot. And then I don't mean like in your mind thinking, oh, I don't remember if I did that. It's obsessing about it. It is waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning and going downstairs to make sure that your front door is locked. You know, it's random things that people worry about. Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to make sure your front door is locked or your garage door is closed, but it's obsessing about them. And it's a very difficult thing to explain to somebody who doesn't deal with it. But the thing is that you know, and you guys all know that I work from home. And I'm very thankful for that because, you know, I'm able to control my schedule. I'm able to, you know, I show up every day. And the whole purpose of me doing this live is to tell you guys, you know, you can rise above everything. You absolutely can, you know, whatever you're dealing with, you can still show up every day. And you have control over your mind and you have control over your own power and you can still get things done. You know, you can't, and it's a very hard thing to explain because there are some days, guys, that I'm like, I don't know, you know, and again, I don't deal with depression. I know some people do. But the anxiety is so real some days that, you know, I don't even know how my husband puts up with me some days. But it's here and I deal with it and I show up every day. And like I said, you guys, when I am on here and I'm talking about mindset and trying to inspire you guys, those are my worst days because I inspire myself by inspiring other people. Like, end of story. That is where I get my power, my motivation is to put it out there. It's a coping skill for me. But I felt like, you know, and I don't even know what my message is necessarily with this live, but I needed to like come on here and talk about it because it's real, you know. I still show up every day because I feel like, you know, the best thing that you can do if you're ever feeling like I do some days where you're like, the whole world is on my shoulders, even though it's not at all, but I feel like it, but I feel like I have to control everything. I obsess about it. But I'm still, you know what, I put it aside. I still show up every day. I still do everything that I need to do. And I pull the power back to myself. I don't let it define me as a person because people on here, like I have close friends who know what I'm dealing with. For the most part, people have no idea. They have no idea. And it's not about hiding it, guys. It's just about owning it. And I know that I have anxiety. I know. And the past month, I'd say months to 6 weeks, it's been bad. It's been really bad. But I'm still here. So this is what anxiety looks like right here. This is what it looks like to be worried and to spend all day on the couch sometimes, and to just be, dealing with things in your mind that you really can't explain. But you have the power to just accept it, to surrender, and just say, you know what, this is just me, and it's okay. And it's okay, because I accept it. And some days it's hard. It's hard to accept that, because, I hate worrying about things, but I do it anyway. I spend the time obsessing about what I need to, and then I just move on. And then that is usually when you guys see me getting on live at night, talking about whatever I am. And I get off that live and I feel amazing, because I thought, you know what? I just helped so many people, and all of it, and what fueled all of that is usually my anxiety. That's where it comes from. So I just need to say that if you are dealing with things in your mind that just, if you have the anxiety, if you have where you're worrying about things, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's okay to be fighting in your own mind sometimes, and you can rise above it, because if I can, anybody can. So, and if you're feeling like this today, like I am, message me. I'll talk to you, because it's a hard thing to deal with, but we will get through it. I'm definitely here. I understand those feelings. Because again, it's something that unless you're dealing with it, it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't mean that they're not trying to understand, or, my husband clearly doesn't have anxiety, and he does such a good job trying to understand and seeing it from my point of view, but he just doesn't get it, and it's nothing against him. It's nothing against anybody else. It's just, you don't know unless you know. So I just want you guys to know that I'm here if you need me. Even if we don't know each other, like, I'm here, because I get it. But I'm telling you that it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to just have one of those off days, because you have to just own it sometimes and just know that that's just, it is what it is, right? Like, you can't fight it. It's just, it is what it is. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And I might go live again later tonight. I have some things I want to talk about, but we'll see how the day goes. So I love you all. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. Just felt like I needed to not really get this off my chest, because like I said, it's not a secret. It's just, I feel like it could help somebody maybe. Because I know, like I said, those of you who are just joining me right now, I had watched a live right before I jumped on this one, and she was just having the worst day. And it was pretty clear that she was having a bad day, and just nobody was there for her. But like, for me, I have bad days and people just don't know it. And it's so, it is what it is. But I just felt like, you know what, that's the trigger right there. I need to get on here and just talk about it and just ramble on. And you guys know, with my ADD, I'm all over the place. But just know that I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. And I will check in with you guys later. I hope you're having a good day.